Good morning from the Heffron Centre, and the first player out, as per usual, is Jaden Sullivan. Bud likes to get out here early, get ready. You got Mavo on the camera here with Oscar running support on the Sony, with thanks to George's cameras, the Sony A74 with the zoom lens, the Tamron zoom lens. And there he is, Jaden. He has gone back into the 5'8" role because Cody unfortunately is injured. Get well soon, mate. We're going to need you back ASAP. There's Buddy, just had a bit of a look over there. There's a little high five for staff there. Miles Minto, there he is. So like they say, the early bird catches the worm, and Jaden likes to come out early. Just having a drink, keep the fluids up. Boys are coming out now. It's Wednesday, media day, 3 players up for interview. And one of them is sitting over there. Tallis Duncan. He's there with Tass. We've got a big task coming up on Sunday. It's a double header out there at Accor Stadium. New South Wales Cup 145 v the Dogs. Then it's NRL 405 v the Dogs. I think that is that. So let's see there. I think it is. He's back at prop this week in Cup. Joy Arrow, the Queenslander. Nazareth Tour. I think he's just come out. Has he? Yep. Naz. Tommy Fletch there and Kepi. There's also a double header on Saturday. As we see Blanqui there, Liam LeBlanc. Saturday at Redfern, the women's premiership team have got their first trial at 12:30. And then the Jersey Flag Boys take on the Bulldogs at 2:30. Yeah, Redfern Oval. So double headers back to back. Redfern and Accor. Plenty of Rabbitohs running around this weekend. And the only way you'll be able to see those games, well, the flag is on Bar TV. But anyway, it's a beautiful morning here in Sydney. Wednesday media day, the 11th of June. And the 3 players up for media are, like I said before, Tallis Duncan's one of them, Jai Gray, and also hubby, Lachlan Hubner. Tommy Fletch there with the shirt off. Nazareth Tour down from Queensland. Blanqui down from Queensland, and Kepi. There's Lewis Dodd coming out, the Englishman. I think he might be on the extended bench too. I don't know if he's in contention to play, but also named in New South Wales Cup. So he'll be playing on Sunday. It's just a matter of whether it's Cup or NRL. There's Kepi. He's on the bench for first grade. Big cappuccino. Isaiah Tass and Tommy Fletch. Now, Campbell Graham's been named on the extended bench. So it'll be interesting to see who does drop out. We'll go back. There's Tallis. We've got 200 game man Ewan Aiken, the Ewanator, as they were calling him. Game 200 didn't go according to plan. He even said it himself, and there's hubby there next to him. Lachlan Hubner, the lock, filling in for the captain. We saw the captain out here earlier, Cam Murray. So there's Blonky. He's in the side this week too, off the bench. So yes, Hubner, he's starting at lock, and he gets a break during the game. So not playing big minutes, but doing his job. So having a chat to Coach Steve there. We're just waiting for the rest of the boys to come out. And there's Host here as we speak, Jake Host. Junior Totola. George Pingan's medalist a couple of years ago. They are. So there's the players out on the field at the moment. Last week there wasn't a full contingent. We were here in the rain, I think, weren't we? Is that last week? Yeah. And they weren't all out there. There was quite a few missing. Okay, so here's a bloke that's new. It's RG, Ryan Gray, named as 18th man. And I'm pretty sure he's been brought in as cover for hooker. So I don't know if he's going to be a late inclusion or not, but there he is. Ryan Gray, the New South Wales Cup hooker. I think he is a former Bulldog too. We've also got Jai Gray now and Jamie Humphries, they're out on the field. So yeah, Jai Gray's back after playing fullback in the New South Wales Cup win over the Raiders. Played pretty well too, the boys. Jai had a hand in a couple of tries. Yeah, so there's the boys just putting the right gear on. He's back, the Queenslander, filling in for Latrell Mitchell. He'll play fullback this week while Latrell is off on Origin duties. And like I said, he played good in Cup last week, but that doesn't surprise anyone, I'm sure. There's Talanoa Benedani. David Mwale has come out. There he is. Humphries. Jamie. Back in the 7 jersey this week. So we got David Mwale, Fletcher Myers, Alex Johnston, and Ryan Gray. Fletcher had a pretty good game in Cup 2. There's Jack. He pops into the frame. Jack Whiten, captain. And that's Hazen Mellors has come out next to him there. Playing well in Cup, scoring tries. Doing his job. Finishing off. Scored a great try down there in Canberra. And there's Ty Munro's come out too. So a few more fresh faces out here. And the boys are over there. We'll swing over there in a minute. There's AJ. $201 tries now. Only needs 11 more now to equal the great Ken Irvine's record. 212. He's closing in. Be nice to see him get another couple against the Doggies. There's Hazen. Says hello to the boys. get Davey, baby Davey. There he is. Mum Jackie's not here, and Davey Senior. Not yet anyway. But it is a weekday, so anyway. So there he is. Ryan Gray, the New South Wales Cup hooker, former Bulldog. He's there with Fletcher Myers, and he's been named 18th man. So interesting, very interesting to see if he's going to be given his chance. We'll take you out in the field in a minute. The boys are out there doing a bit of mucking around. And there's your captain, Jack Whiten, Captain Jack. Jackie boy, Jackie legs, experienced. And Tai made a solid return last week. Good to have you back, mate. Okay, so we're out on the field now. Let's have a look. We take you out on the field here. The boys are just on for a few drills. The slips catches. It's a beautiful sunny morning here in Sydney. And we've had back-to-back losses. They started well against the Raiders, but then the Raiders swung into action and they were defeated heavily. And the assignment doesn't get any easier. The Bulldogs await on Sunday. It's a Sunday doubleheader. And yeah, New South Wales Cup kick off the day, 1:45, and then NRL at 4:05. The Dogs have got a few out. Steve Crichton, Max King. Not sure about Burton. We're getting Keon back, I believe, even though he's been named 19th man, so they might be letting the extended bench guys play. So that probably includes Burton. But anyway, without Crichton and Max King, makes them a little bit of an easier assignment, but not that much. And we've obviously got no Latrell Mitchell. So our best player is unavailable, but so is theirs in Crichton, who is an absolute weapon, as you know. Anyway, you're watching this on our George's camera. You got Mavo here, former Rabbitoh, on the Canon camcorder, and you got Oscar running shotgun here, riding shotgun with the Sony A74 with the Tamron zoom lens. Head to georges.com.au for all your camera needs. And we're also brought to you by the Juniors group of clubs. And the Juniors Kingsford have got some great shows coming up. And this Saturday night, you've got one night in Memphis featuring 3 superstars, Elvis Presley, Roy Orbison, and Johnny Cash. Now, they're tribute shows, it's not the actual stars, because I don't think any of those are still with us anymore. But the 3 guys that are going to be playing those characters are 3 of the best in the business. So head to thejuniors.com.au for tickets. I think it's $49 and it's a great show. So Havili's hooker, but they have named this fella here I've got on screen, Ryan Gray, as 18th man, because I know that Coach Bennett likes to have some cover for hooker. So whether he brings in Gray to give Havili a rest. Yeah. So there's Stretch. Missed out on Origin selection, and I think he pulled out with back spasms was what they said. But there he is anyway. So he's up and about. He's not training today. is our boy Stretch, Campbell Graham. But he could be a chance of a late inclusion if he's fit. So yeah, reshuffle. There's the two greys, Ryan and Jai. And they both played really good in New South Wales Cup last week. And I don't know if Ryan's coming into the 17, but he has been named 18th man, and we shall see. We will know by the time the captain's run is on, I think. We'll be able to ask the coach, Bennett, that question. If there's any late changes. But it really is backs to the wall. They really have to beat the Bulldogs and then come out and beat the Storm the week later, and that is not going to be an easy task whatsoever. It's a tough task. And we've got to bounce back. But look what they did in the first 30 minutes against the Raiders. They led 12-0. They had 60% possession. They were completing sets, kicking the ball long. And they looked like they were going to compete in that game, but unfortunately it did not happen. And Big Papa, gee, 2 tries and kicking goals. The Big Papa party, we failed to spoil it. And the Raiders are rolling on. They've won 11 and lost 3 now, the Raiders. Flying is the green machine. And I'm pretty sure Jack didn't enjoy his return to his old stomping ground down there in the nation's capital at GIO Stadium. But anyway, he's captain this week, Jack, and I'm not sure if he's done that before. I could be wrong. Captain Jack Whiten, playing out there in the centres. And we don't know if Campbell Graham is going to be available. He's named on the extended bench. So if he comes in, someone will have to go. So I don't know who that's going to be. Maybe Tass. I don't know. We'll see. Got some questions to ask Coach Bennett on Saturday. So the captain's run will be on Saturday. You see Junior doing some warm-up stuff there. Yeah, the captain's run will be Saturday morning before they play on Sunday out there at Accor Stadium. I think that's 3 Sunday games back-to-back from memory. The boys. So, anyway. Let's see if we can go in a bit closer and get in a few of these boys' faces. Alex Johnston looks like he's back to full health. Scoring tries on that left. And gee, aren't we going to need him to get us a couple on Sunday? The pride of PNG. Plenty of fans over there in Papua New Guinea. Watch the show and like the content we put up. Sullivan. Going to need him to have a big game too. He's due. He's certainly due. So the Rabbits are currently sitting 12th on the ladder. But like I pointed out in a post I put up on Bunnies TV, there are 3 teams ahead of us that have won less games. There's 3 teams in front of us that have won 5 games. And courtesy of their 2 byes, they're ahead of us on the ladder. So the bye points do stuff the ladder up a bit, which I think is quite annoying. The Roosters have won 5. We've won 6, but the Roosters are ahead of us on the table. So anyway, once we get our bye points, it'll right itself, but it just puts the ladder out a little bit. So it's never really accurate. So if I had my way, I would not give any bye points so that your place on the ladder is your actual place, according to how many wins you've had, which is the way I think it should be. Instead of, it's the same thing for the top of the table. The Doggies are on top of the table, but they've had 2 byes and 10 wins. The Raiders are second. They've had no byes and 11 wins. So the Raiders are the top of the table, make no mistake. They're the best team in the NRL at the moment, but that is not reflected on the ladder. So you can see my point there. I'll rest me case on that. I'll let it go. So no apologies for focusing on Ryan Gray. Good young bloke. And he plays some good footy in New South Wales Cup. So I've been wondering if he'll get a shot in the NRL. I think he wouldn't look out of place starting that hooker in NRL. He's got good hands. He gives great service from dummy half. Let's go in a bit closer. And he likes to run the footy. He can make a break. So he's ticking every box you want, and he's not small either. He's a decent size, number 9, as you can see there. I've got him on camera. So he'll take the line on, likes to run the footy. Good service out of dummy half. And he's just an out-and-out footy player, is Ryan Gray. So I don't know if there's going to be 2 Grays. So it was quite funny. Ryan got into dummy half after Jai made a break. So commentator said, Gray's made a break, and then Gray's into dummy half. So it was a great day down there in Canberra, but they got the win. They beat the Raiders 24-14, and Jai Gray was killing them. A little hug there from Kepi. Boys, we're in nice and close now in 4K on the boys. And there won't be too long to go before the cameras are off, and then we'll set up for the player interviews. Like I said, it's Jai Gray, Tallis Duncan, and also hubby, Lachlan Hubner. Yeah, they pick up some new questions because they've all been up for media previously, so come up with some new material for the boys, but I'm sure we'll be right. I might ask Hubner and Jai Gray about what they think of the Queensland team for Origin. Today week, next Wednesday, what a game that promises to be. Origin 2 in Perth, the Blues, can they wrap up the series, or can the Queenslanders bounce back? We shall see. They've sacked DCE. They brought in Dearden. So the pick and stick policy's gone. Billy has gone for the change. And a couple other changes too, but anyway, the Blues had to change front row because Mitch Barnett got injured, unfortunately. And they brought in the Storm prop, Stefano, instead of Keon, which I thought was a little bit controversial. They probably could have gone for Terrell May as well. He's been playing good.
It's like,
I think that's who it is, Terrell May. Correct me if I'm wrong. A few people out there watching. Is that Norro? Let's have a look. Look, that's Norro watch. I think it is.
all the way down the back.
There he is.
He's in a white singlet.
No, he's not. That's
Which one are you pointing at?
that guy right there.
Okay.
So the boys are doing a bit of ball work. We haven't got long to go, but we'll stick with this because we do like to see a bit of the boys throwing the ball around. We don't really get much time to do this, and I'm sure Jez Monahan will be over in a minute to tell us to kick us off. And there we go, the boys, and there's another group right in front of us here, so I'll get some of them too. I'll try there, and who we got over here? We got the blue singlets here. Even better. There's Tal. And Jackie Legs there. It's hard to follow the boys. Doing a warm-up drill here. Short side. Humphreys flick pass over the top, and there's a try. We'll keep shooting while we can. You got Benny Hornby refereeing. Long ball. Oh, cut out ball. Try. Whiten in the corner. Aitken. Good ball. Fletcher Myers, try. Tie. A couple of tries from him would be nice too. Try. Tass. Oh, over on the other boys now. Gray. Todd. Oh, nice. Nice little dive there from Hayes. That'll make the highlight reel. Good boy. And there's Gus. How are you, legend? Got to feature you on camera, mate.